Hey everyone, I am back with another video, and today I want to talk about do y'all think that the DCU will surpass Marvel, or do I think that the DCU will surpass Marvel? But before we get to that, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. All right, so we started off at a great start for the DCU. We started off with James Gunn's Superman, an amazing movie, a great movie, an action-packed comedy, emotional movie, which I really love. I thought it was the best movie this year. But I don't know. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. People are already saying it's a good movie, but some people are saying it's not better than Superman. But I'm just gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to wait. Um, but James Gunn Superman, it started off with a great start for the DCU. Uh, to me, it compared to Iron Man. Iron Man, it was a great movie. It was a great movie. Just getting out that on my chest. Iron Man was a great movie. It was a wonderful movie. I loved it. Do I think James Gunn Superman, is on par with Iron Man? I actually think it is. I don't think it's better, but I think it's kind of equal to. I think they're kind of the same thing with me. Uh, you know, the MCU has come this far. The MCU has made billions. They have made hits with for their movies. Nowadays, like for 2025 and 2024 and 3, the movies hasn't been that good. We have got She-Hulk, which I really did not like and enjoy. The only good episodes, I think, it just when Daredevil was in it. Even then, they did Daredevil dirty. Uh, Captain, the Marvels, the Marvels, which I really didn't care for. I didn't like it at all. I didn't really like the Marvels. Um, Thor: Love and Thunder. I hated Thor: Love and Thunder. I hated She-Hulk. I hated the the Marvels, Miss Marvel. There's been a lot of bad movies out. Captain America: Brave New World. I thought it was like meh. Uh, Same thing went to Thunderbolts. I thought Thunderbolts. I would rate Thunderbolts like a 7 or 8 out of 10, maybe a 7. I really didn't that much enjoy Thunderbolts like a lot of y'all did. I didn't really think it was the best MCU movie. I thought it was probably like the best, maybe Phase 5 movie, but not the best MCU movie. Um, but you know, D, the the DC universe has had a bad track. Counting the Snyderverse. Now, I'm not a Snyderverse hater. I'm pointing out the fact is that the Snyderverse was a mess. It had a lot of messy movies. Only one movie hit a billion. Uh, as far as for the Snyderverse, it started off actually great. I would think it started off with Man of Steel, which I thought was a great movie, and then Wonder Woman, and then BVS. Even though BVS was, it was like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6. Um, it I thought the Snyderverse started off great, but it just ended terribly. Aquaman 2, Shazam, Blue Beetle, Birds of Prey, which I really did not like. Uh, you know, the Snyderverse was just a mess. It only had one hit. It only had one hit. The DCU though, it feels like that the DCU was actually. I think Superman is actually gonna be a hit because right now it's at like the 404 mil, um, which for opening weekend or just total, it's like 404 mil. Like it's finna reach 700 million. I think it will hit 700 million, and if it hits 700 million, that means it is a success. That means actually it beats Man of Steel. I've been seeing going around that some people YouTube channels have been saying that, oh guys, Superman can part on with Man of Steel. Actually, it actually kind of is because it's already at 400 mil right now. It's fin like I know, and then Superman already came out. Man of Steel that came out what? Uh, 20. I think it also came out 2015, 2013. I think it came out 2013. Yeah, it came out a long time ago. of course, the box office will be high. Superman just came out. Uh, it's already at 400 mil. And is actually it feels faster than Man of Steel. So right now, I think Superman's kind of doing better than Man of Steel. So Superman right now is doing really good. It's doing great for box office. I think, and I think that I think it will hit box office. I don't think it will hit 1 billion. I hope it will, but I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does hit 1 billion. But going back to my main topic, do I believe that the DCU can surpass Marvel? Right now, no. Absolutely not. Right now, no. Y'all may say, what about Supergirl? Supergirl ain't gonna hit the box office. In fact, you have Avengers Doomsday coming out that year. You have Spider-Man 4 coming out that year. You have this. Wait, no, that's coming out. Shoot. Yeah. Well, you have like two of the biggest movies coming out next year. You have Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man 4 and some other movies. Like Supergirl ain't gonna compare with Avengers Doomsday or probably not even Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man Brand New Day. So now, no, you know, Marvel is at its top of its peak. Marvel is doing better. It has had more success than DC. So I believe that I don't really kind of believe that right now. I like some people may say that Marvel is in trouble. Right now they're out. They ain't. Marvel has like they have a really good history. Marvel has a great history of success and great movies and hitting the box office and making 1 billion. DC isn't there now. I don't think that DC will beat Marvel now, but I think after Secret Wars, DC will go all out. It will go all out. The DC studios will go all out. Um, they would try to. I think DC Studios is going to probably be like the Snyderverse, where they're like, okay, guys, the Marvel Universe is rebooting. Now is our time to shine. DC has now, after Secret Wars, DC has a chance to be great. Um, it could, I think by 2027, like I think the script for the Brave and the Bold will be done. Hopefully, I think even this time 2027 happens, I think Wonder Woman's script will already be done. I actually heard this person who wrote Supergirl and who was writing Teen Titans, and now is like I don't know her name, but she's now writing Wonder Woman. I think the woman who wrote Supergirl, and I think she wrote Supergirl and wrote and who's writing Teen Titans. She's now writing Wonder Woman. Yeah, she has a lot of on her head. Um, but I don't think now I do not think that DC will. I'm talking about like right now in 2025, going to 2026 and 2027. DC is still not, even if the Batman Part 2 is coming out 2027, is still not beating Marvel. Marvel again has too much of a good history. But after the reboot, after Marvel has a reboot, I really do believe that the DCU will surpass Marvel. Just they had to get more movies out and they had to have a better success. They had to get hits, like they had to make 1 billion. If Superman starts off with 1 billion, I mean, I think we're in great hands. I think that DC will be up there. Uh, and I don't. Again, my main point is right now, DC is not even close to beating Marvel. I don't care if it's like just one Superman movie you thought was amazing. It's not beating Marvel. It's not. It did not surpass Marvel. The entire MCU. It did not surpass the MCU. Right now I think Marvel doing better in gaming too. Like they already have Marvel Rivals, Spider-Man 2. I think that the Arkham games is better than Spider-Man 2. But I'm just saying that Marvel is having more games out that are really people are actually playing. Like a lot of people are playing Marvel Rivals. Like millions of people are playing Marvel Rivals. Um, and look what happened to the multiverse. the multiverse where it failed, it flopped. That multiverse game that I don't think really I ever heard about. I just heard about it just now about there was a multiverse game. It wasn't a good game. They had to shut it down. Same thing went to Suicide Squad, killed the Justice League, which was a terrible game. It did Kevin Conroy wrong. It killed him off at the worst way possible. Uh, DC right now doesn't have a good track record with gaming. The only gaming I think that has a good track record in right now is Arkham Shadow. Now then they had Arkham Knight. They had uh, they had Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins. Injustice 2, Injustice Among Us. They had a lot of good. The history of DC gaming is good. Just now it's off. It's not really good. It's now going back to the DCU though. It's starting off good. It's not beating Marvel. I think after the reboot, DC will have a chance for more popularity. Because after the reboot, actually don't think that we'll get a Marvel movie in a while. After Secret War, I think I think they'll take a break. You know, off of the Avengers maybe. Focus more on the X-Men and Fantastic Four, or maybe they'll just take a break completely. Like they're just going to take a break. They're not going to be making a movie in a while. If that goes the case, people go be like, I want to watch another sort of Avengers. I want another universe, and they will go to the DC universe, and that's why I think after the reboot, after Secret Wars, people are going to focus their attention on the DCU because they want another MCU. They want another Iron Man and a Captain America, and they will go to the DCU. They want another cinematic universe, and that's where DC comes in. So that's why I think now DC is not beating Marvel, but I think in the future, after Secret Wars, I think DC has a chance to be great and probably surpass Marvel. But now, no, it has no chance. Gaming right now is not doing good. Then it was doing really good. Same thing goes to animated shows. As far as Creature Commandos was a great show. I love the show. James Gunn did a really good job on it. Uh, the shows really kind of don't have a great track record. Besides for animated shows, I love Justice League Unlimited. I love Justice League. My favorite animated show is Batman. I love that show. Batman the animated series. I love that show. That show's a great show. Um, and I think that Batman will. And I think that Batman is the one that's holding up the DC universe. And I'm glad that again James Gunn is focusing his heart on mine, not on Batman, but on other characters like Booster Gold and Wonder Woman and Superman and Creature Commandos and Peacemaker and Clayface, Supergirl, and Lantern. He's focusing not just on Batman, um, but I think for animated shows, DC for me is the winner because I was never really that Spider-Man animated spectacular Spider-Man animated show fan. I was never I'm not a Spider-Man fan. I never was. I love the games. I think my favorite Spider-Man show is actually Ultimate Spider-Man. I know people may question me, but I kind of grew up on Ultimate Spider-Man. I love Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man was a great show to me. Uh, but live action, if Marvel takes the win, they have Moon Knight, they have Loki, they have Daredevil, one of the almost the greatest comic book shows of all time. Now we do have other shows like Lanterns that's coming out, and Penguin, which are great shows. I think Lanterns. I feel like that Lanterns will get an Oscar. I don't know something about it. I just think that Lanterns will get an Oscar. Uh, but I think the DCU is starting off strong, but it's not strong enough to beat the MCU. But I think when the DCU makes more movies and after Avengers: Secret Wars, I do believe that the DCU will surpass the MCU. So, guys, that's my thoughts on what I think about. Do I think that the DCU will surpass the MCU? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do y'all believe that the DCU will surpass the MCU? So, guys, I just want to tell y'all real quick. that I am not going to be doing a YouTube video in a while just because it's the summer. I'm gonna go on vacation with my family. It's gonna be fun for me. I'm not gonna be doing a video tomorrow or the day after. I may try to get a video in on Friday. I may not have time. I may just be too busy. Um, and then all next week I can't do any videos all next week. I can't do any videos next week. Again, I'm going on vacation. It's gonna be again fun. So y'all may see me. I'm gonna try to do a video while I'm on vacation. Maybe just just get a video in, get my try to see if there's a computer or something, and I'll try to do a video. Um, but I'm not gonna be doing a YouTube video in a while. I just wanted to find something to talk about that way, y'all, so y'all won't be wondering where I am this entire time. But guys, thank you for the 20 subscribers. I really appreciate it, guys. So let's keep it up. So I'll see y'all next time.